Well, we're here down from Glasgow. I'm from Linn. My name is Keith Robertson, and we're introducing a suite of tools that allow people to design exact linear phase crossovers in a browser. And the idea really is that you can get a far better design moving way past passive, moving past analog active, and actually going not just to digitally active, but linear phase, digitally active speaker systems, where you can design it in a browser and then compile that design to run in any exact engine. And the idea is the tools be freely available to try and stimulate interest in getting the entire industry, enthusiasts, customers, dealers, manufacturers, everybody, beyond the passive crossover. Exact.design is a web application actually that you can sign into at http://exact.design, not .com, just exact.design. And it's a web application that allows you to design crossovers that model what happens in the speaker itself. So the classic problem here is that if you pass a square wave through any kind of traditional passive speaker, or even an analog speaker, an analog active speaker, you don't get a square wave if you're to measure that at the output of the speaker. And the reason for that is that the crossover introduces something called phase distortion. And what phase distortion is a frequency-dependent time delay. So depending on the frequencies that are coming through the speaker, they get delayed by the crossover, and then meaning that the high frequencies will arrive at your ear in front of the low frequencies. Now, a digital crossover would get rid of that with respect to the crossover, or could anyways, but it doesn't solve the problem of what happens in the drive unit itself. And the drive unit is also a type of filter. In fact, because it's a real-world thing, it's an analog filter, and so it will also delay the lower frequencies with respect to the higher frequencies. So they apply a frequency-dependent time delay, and the only way to solve that is with something like exact design. And what you can get is a linear phase output, and the way you do it is you go much further than just designing a crossover. There's 3 stages. You define your speaker as a physical thing. The second stage is you model what the drive units will do. And so you're modeling how the drive unit will delay, and as a result you can pre-correct for what the delay will be. And then your third stage is you design the crossover that you want. That's really the artistic, or the feeling of what kind of sound do I want, and why really what exact design would be about is the freedom to perfect your tune for your speaker, whether it's a speaker that you're designing yourself or a speaker from another manufacturer that you want to improve. Exact design is there in an intuitive and straightforward way to get you a linear phase result at all times, give you arbitrary choice in how you do it, but then through this modeling be able to get a linear phase result for whatever and perfect the tune for whatever speaker you may choose to use it with.